Hey everyone. I'm I'm gonna leave some notifications around where I'm putting my post for the read for this week. And remember those cards I told you that we had. So we had the cups and then we had the devil. So let's take a look and see where we're going for the next few days, next 3 days, energetic wise. Oops. Sitting outside. It's been a little windy off and on, and my car is really dusty and dirty. I'm just not washing it right now. I'm going to wash it tomorrow probably because I just didn't feel like haggling with it. And it was so many people on the streets today going to the parade and stuff, and I think Independence Day is a good day when you're independent. A lot of people can't be independent anymore. Can't say what you want anymore. You get censored, and you got things disrupting your flow. And really, I'll be so happy when I complete my mission on this planet and I can go back home where I came from, because this earth plane is a lot of work. It really is. I'll be so happy to be done. I just want to complete it as good as I can and go to a different loop. Go where it's 300 years ahead instead of being 300 years behind. I think that would have made a big difference if we were 300 years ahead versus being 300 years behind. Because when you're behind, that just means you lagging. That means things are just kind of coming into play, and you really don't know if it's coming into play, and you're just kind of sensing it. It's kind of happening. Yeah, kind of. So let's just take a look. It's kind of windy, so I'm not going to lay out a whole bunch of cards because I don't want things blowing all over the place. Okay, so it is 12:13. Look at that. Okay, yeah, this is what it's like right now. Yeah, we got the Five of Swords. We got the ravens on our shoulders. We're trying to get to the peak. We got our mind going. We're trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and we're trying to understand our mind shift. That's where it is for that. That's Monday. Let's see what Tuesday. We got a little bit of a Nine of Cups. Something's coming to an end on Tuesday. Tuesday we got some happiness going on. We got the Nine of Cups going on. Let's see about Wednesday. This week, Wednesday. Oh, but we got the Hangman. So we keep going in bouts are going good, and then we stop, and now we're suspended in our thoughts again. What's happening? We're suspended in that, and how are we shifting out of this? Okay, so we got the 3. So the Five of Swords, I like to read their energy on this. Five of Swords. That Swords is all about the mental. conflict, unfair advantage, experiencing loss, the need to build your skills, your confidence, and hollow victories. So the lessons moved me ahead always. The lessons. And we have these ravens that are bringing in the energy. Sometimes life isn't just fair. It can be draining energy from much and it's needed too often. When there's energy that's not allowing things to move, that's where we are for that. Now, the Nine of Cups shows her kind of leaping. She's happy. There's sunshine. The cups are there. She feels like she's burst of energy. She feels all excited. She's got her cup. She's got her jewels. She feels great. She feels like she's not in depression anymore. She's happy. So the universe is gifting you your desires, choosing joy, manifest dreams, gratitude, and abundance. I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. So that's what this is about. So this is on Tuesday. Thanks for the thumbs up. This is Tuesday. Then you have the Hangman on Wednesday. So our Hangman on Wednesday is not going to be, it means something just came to a stop. Surrendering to the will of the cosmos. Letting go, embracing. Realigning your heart, purpose, and new wisdom found spiritual. Okay. I lean into my inner world of my limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine with the divine will of the cosmos. Okay. Divine will of the cosmos. So this is what we got going on right now. These next 3 days. And that's not including today. That's all inclusive of we got here, we got this, and we got this. But that's all about, when I added up the numbers of today is a 7 energy. That's spiritual. Hi, Dragonfly. How you doing? That's a spiritual. When you add the numbers up of 1776, that was a 5. Back in that time, that was a 5 energy. That was chaos. That was change. Change was coming. They did it. Boom, boom. This one is all spiritual. Today is spiritual. Where are we in our spiritual thinking? Where are we in our alignment? Where are we in our thought process? Where are we? So let's go. You know what? Let me do this. So nice. Sitting out drinking my grape juice. So I'm going to do an inter question that we should be asking ourselves this one question. What is that question? Overthinking can spoil the magic. Oh, wow. We got the 0, 0. 0, 0. Overthinking can spoil the magic. So you know what? That's good. That's a good card. Because think about it. If you say you're overthinking something, what are you overthinking? What's the overthought process that we're running into? So overthinking spoils magic. Finding inspiration, new beginnings, setting out on your own path, following your intuition and trusting in the universe, source, the courage to begin new projects, having positive mindset, recognizing serendipity and opportunity. So here's the thing. My elixirs, yesterday I made up a really intense one, and I'm trying it out on someone. They said yes, they would try it. So it's so intense that she was just flowing with so much energy. She was just like, wow. She was like, this feels really good. I said, yeah. And to know that the elixirs, the Spiralite elixir, really gets into your system at 100% in the body in 4 minutes tops. 4 minutes. I mean, it's talking to your cells in 4 minutes. So the overthinking, the magic. When you're overthinking, how are you overthinking? What are we going to be overthinking too much about? What is that? What new experiences are you thinking about right now? How could you benefit from a little more spontaneity? What's the best that could happen? Instead of us saying, oh, what's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? I'm expecting something magical to happen today. What if we were just to think, I'm expecting something magical to happen today? Just be in that flow. So I'm going to put this card here because that's the energy we don't need to be overthinking things. Okay. Let's take a look at some guardianship. It's day out. But I'm seeing it's kind of weird. I'm seeing like a layer of energy. You know when it's hot, let me say it like that. You know when you're driving down a road, get out of here. You know when you're driving down a road and it's a hot day and you're driving, you see that heat coming up off the concrete. You see it coming off the road and you're driving and you just see it. Kind of like it gives that watery look. I am literally seeing that in the air right now. And it's in patches. It's like right here, then it kind of clears, and then I'm seeing it over here, seeing it there, clears right about there at the end. So there's this like wave, watery wave. Go take a look. You can see it. All you do, just soften your eyes and just look. And you'll know close up, you can see really clear. But when you're looking, you're not seeing it. It's watery. It's just, and it's going like this in waves. Kind of like that video I took a long time ago, about a year ago, when I was filming all the ancestor orbs coming into my bedroom because I had that purple spread on my bed, and I was watching how the wave energy, there is this wave of energy coming across the bed. And it was like water, like if water was kind of coming across the bed, you could see the waves of it. But this was energy waves that I could literally see and caught it on camera. So this is what this is. I'm seeing it. I've been seeing a lot of things. Woo! Been like, okay, I just saw that. Okay. Who's talking to us today? But take a look. You'll see it. Just be real still and just watch. You'll see it. The rippling. Shaman. Oh, yes. Trust in the higher forces. Look at this shaman. Trust in the higher forces. Look at this. Yes. He's got the owl above the head, which means I see straight through you. I see your stuff. I see what you're doing. I see it. Nothing gets past me. The owl puts out the wings and shows, I see you. That's a pretty picture. And he's like, I see you. So the shaman trusts in the higher forces. I love that. You know what? And I'm gonna share this. I think a lot of us as light workers and healers, we have that problem of trusting because we're so afraid if we're wrong about something that we're not doing something right or it didn't turn out right. And it's trust is complicated sometimes for a lot because trust means I better have the result. I can't trust something if I don't know for sure if I'm going to have the results. Well, I'm going to move here, but I need to make sure everything's going to be okay. You know, you're trusting it. You're trying to trust it. There are people, I'm going to use this one analogy. Here's the perfect window of trust. Say that you just put your house up for sale, okay? Because you know you're supposed to be somewhere else. So you go put your house up for sale. But you really don't even advertise it. You just know you're just going to put it out there. You're going to sell it. And then boom, you have the right alignment and everything. I did this with a couple. I did a reading for the wife. And I said, yes, you can put the house up. It's going to sell just like that. There's going to be one couple that's going to come and see it, fall in love with it, and they're going to put a bid on it just like that, and they're going to buy it. Going to be one person. Boom. In the reading, it happened just like that. My readings are no joke. I still have readings that I kind of keep in my archive tucked on the side that's showing me everything, how everything is panning out, what's going on, and what the true timeline, truth energy really is. Cards do not lie. Those of us that use cards to align energy, to look at things, the cards don't lie. They don't lie. Because the cards represent a portal of their own. Cards don't lie. So only time when you feel awkward with cards or something, if you're not hydrated and you're trying to do a reading from a dehydrated point of view, you're not going to get a really good answer. That's why I always tell people before you read, please make sure, oh hi, that you are nourished and hydrated before you start doing a reading. So let me get back to shaman. What do? Trust in the higher forces. Trusting your angels, your guides, your ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. A lot of us have to get our power back because that's the problem with things. You give your power away. So, anyway, that couple is totally trusting. Can you trust like this? I'm going to see if you can trust like this. Can you trust enough to know that you sold your house? Okay, you're out of state. You're going to go into another state somewhere, not even see the house. You have a friend look at it. They go ahead and tell you what the house looks like. You can't feel it, but you have to totally trust that your friend that's looking at it can give you the feel of how it feels. Okay? So, and you totally trust and you put a bid on the house and you have never seen it. I know another young lady who's on here on YouTube who did the same thing. She was moving from, I think, Philadelphia, moving to New Orleans. And she put her rent and everything down on an apartment, didn't even see the place, didn't even walk in the place, and she went and moved in. You know, can you trust yourself enough to know that whatever you are looking for, that you're aligning with it and that it is safe for you to be into it? So sometimes what happens, a lot of us are not feeling safe. We don't feel safe in what we're thinking of. So this shaman is like, hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation and come out on top. So if you are having a problem trying to move out of the current situation that you're in, you have to step out of it. I even have to talk to myself on that sometimes because I'm being the manifestor generator. I'm always trying to, I gotta, and then if it's not flowing the way that I'm feeling like it should be flowing, I'm like, oh man, it's not going the way I really want it to be going. So then I get in there and start running the muck of iron. So you can't do that. When you're in flow, you're in flow. Stay in flow. Stay on the new timeline. Stay in that energy. Stay on flow. So I hear it, but I don't see it. Have you ever noticed that flies, when it's one fly, when they want to be known, they have to be buzzing, making all that noise that they're coming in to bother you? What's that all about? Okay, also, I need to give a awareness. Please, 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 light workers, especially women of color. Women of color, be very aware of an energy that's going around that's making you shave your head. Okay, I'm connecting the dots. Just be very aware of it. There's an energy floating out to make you shave your hair. Get rid of your hair. You know, this is an extension of self, your nervous system. Okay, just know that. And if I see one person that I do know who has hair all the way past her butt, and if all of a sudden she shaves her head, I told her already, I say, you better check in with me before you go cutting your hair. If you ever get an inkling to cut your hair, all of a sudden, like, I think I got to cut my hair. No, you don't. Why are you cutting it? Who said? Energy always does this. This is the lying part of the energy. You're letting go of the third dimensional energy so you can transcend to five, the fifth energy. It's old energy. You're letting go of the old energy to move to five. Who said? You can transfer, you can transmute that energy of anything. And your hair is a part of your nervous system, like I said. It's part of your nervous system. Okay, let's take a look at the stars. So we got the shaman. And this is all for these next 3 days, these next 72 hours. Oh, we have the aquamarine. This is pretty. Expression, number 29. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. What did I just say? We have to really start trusting ourselves. 29, the aquamarine star. Look how pretty that is. So it's trusting the self. Trust, trust, trust. Okay, we're working down. Get to the final part. We're going to see what Raven's Wand says. I like these cards. They're a little mystifying. Now it's getting warm, like really warm. I could feel the shift in the energy. Nature of the beast. Ooh, look at this. Okay, when I show this to you, this is kind of interesting. Nature of the beast. Now she's magical. She's feeding a boar, a pig. But this is a boar. Boar has fur on it. Nature of the beast. What is the nature of the beast? It's kind of a fitting card, don't you think? Nature of the beast. There goes the plane. Nature of the beast. Interesting. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see. Wild boar, an adopted cubs years ago, a parent reluctant to leave. Okay. So this one is talking about, but as humans, we have a choice with lacks. We have a choice to speak our truth. We can choose to be brutal or civil. And even if it's not any easy choice to make, the decision is ours. So respect of the nature. What is wild? What is a challenge? Nature of the beast. What is the nature of the beast? When you look at the nature of the beast, what's the nature? What's the nature? Nature of the beast. And then we'll get to the final. So interesting how the numbers, we got a 5, we got a 9, a 12. Numbers are very spread out. Okay, this one is 11, a doorway, the remembrance, remembering who we are. And then on the bottom, we have a soul journey. Very appropriate for today. That 9, a soul journey. Okay. So let's check that a little more. And by the way, if you do wish to have the Spiralite elixir, you need to just email me. Let me put it in. Go to my 7elements.net. That's easier. And you can email me there and let me know that you really are interested in the elixirs or the wellness program, the Spiralite Wellness Program. Now, if you do the Spiralite Wellness Program, there's a discount. The 2-ounce bottle size are going for $55, and the 4-ounce bottle size are going for $75. Just to let you know. Okay. Okay, remembrance, recall your soul truth. You are ready to live your life from the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing 11:11. So that 11, remembrance, okay? So that's that 11:11 energy. Recalling your soul truth. What is your soul saying? Soul mastery. Activating your soul remembrance. When you see 1111, stop what you're doing and do the above meditation. With the time and practice, this will be a natural response to 1111, and the answer will effortlessly rise within you. So for me, 1111, when I see that, I just say thank you. Thank you for another opportunity to make a decision on something with clarity. Um, the 9, journey of the soul. Means a new chapter is beginning right now. New chapter. Everything occurs to help us clarify and focus on what we love. Don't let anything sway you from this. Care about how you feel by adjusting your focus to the soul of your heart. Be kind to yourself right now, and in every moment, you are doing the best you can. Treat yourself to a spa treatment, massage, or energy healing. It means get back to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Soul journey. Those that are in a cycle of a birthday year of a 9, I'm in that. And it's been quite challenging because I have to look at things and say, okay, I'm no longer okay with that. I'm no longer happy with that. I no longer want to be a part of that. I no longer want to do that. I no longer want to say yes to that or no to that. It's all about choice now. It's all about, where do you really see yourself? Are you happy where you are? Are you happy with what you're doing? And I'm going to use this analogy, and she'll be, but a friend of mine's car had gotten hit by some crazy woman in a parking lot. Okay, this maybe about 3 years ago. And she never had enough money to get it fixed. She didn't have the time to put the car in the shop so she could get it fixed. She always used her money for other stuff that she needed, that was immediate, take care of things. Well, this time she had money, and she says, okay, I'm going to put my car in the shop so it can finally get repaired, and I'm going to see how much it is. So she puts it in the shop. She's got insurance and everything to take care of it. They come back. The insurance company says they want too much money to repair it and it's not worth it, and the car is older. Therefore, we're going to total out your car. So they total out her car. She's freaking out. I didn't freak out. I said, well, that's a blessing. That's a blessing for you. You are no longer going to be in a car that that you really didn't like being in because it had some damage to it, and that person drove away and didn't do the right thing, you know? So you've been stuck driving this car that you needed to come up with the money for to repair it. And now it's not even worth repairing it. They'd rather just total it out and start you over. So I looked at it like this. Instead of getting all upset about it and saying, oh God, what am I gonna do? Now my car, I don't have a car. So for 3 weeks, she's driving a borrowed family car while she's thinking about what it is she really wants. Now here's the trick. How many of you, when it comes to something like this, you get so stressed out, you will settle for anything just so you can say you have a vehicle, but you're not willing to give yourself an opportunity to get what you really would like, to get something newer, to get something with all the bling and blang and bloom. Instead of just getting some car that's going to have the same amount of time on it that your car had, but you're going to get that one and it is old just like your other one. Why are you doing that to yourself? If you're going to put yourself on a new timeline, a new energy, you have to be that. You have to move into it. And this is where the struggle comes in for so many of us. Been there myself. It's a struggle because you get so used to the old pattern, and you got to break the pattern. You have to say, nope, that's not good enough for me. I'm not agreeing with that. And us as coaches, a lot of my coach friends, all of us, we get together, body workers, and the new lingo now is I'm not available for that. I'm not available for that. That doesn't feel aligned to me. What is my soul saying? Does my soul feel aligned with that? If it doesn't feel aligned with it, I'm going to say no to it. No. So, and other people will probably judge you for saying no. They want to always say yes to everything and then struggle and hit their head up against the wall how to make it happen. Saying yes to something that's they gotta finagle everything to try to get it to be a yes. If it wasn't fitting in the first place, why are you trying to make it fit? To make it a yes when it was obviously a no in the first place. So she sends me info on the car. And I'm like, did you look at the license plate? What is the license plate vibration of your car? What is it? She goes, oh, I didn't say. Go look at the license plate. Those of you, if you're going out buying a car, especially over this holiday period, they got all kind of cars now. Check the energy of the person who's selling it, where you're going to get the car. Check the energy. Then check the energy of the car. When I got my car, I went through so many cars. It was like a certain car, and there was two of the cars that were the same model, and one of them I sat in it because it was decked out with the purple, shielding glass and all the. I was like, oh my God, this gotta be my car, and I literally heard the car say, "Get out! I'm not for you." I felt the energy and everything. I am not for you. Like that car did not want me to be in it. And then when I got into the other car, that car, the first car was like the dark car. Then I got into the other model, same model, different years, lesser mileage. Got into that one and was like, hi. And I was like, oh, this is the light car. Got it. So I'm encouraging her. She's putting in for it. She goes, yeah, this car, is a 2015. It's this. And I'm like, okay. All right. You sure you want that? She goes, well, I said, did you look at the license plate? No, not really. I go, look at the license plate so you can see what it's saying to you. So she comes back, sends it to me, and I go, okay, and I'll add the numbers up. Okay. And I wasn't too thrilled with the numbers when they all added up because it was a 5 and it was going to be, okay, is this going to be a car that brings changes or is it going to be a car that got issues? Okay. Telling you. So I'm like, that's not her car. Boom. It doesn't go through. I said, see, not her car. So then she comes back and she says, okay, found another car. Lesser miles on it. It's a 2019. She tells me what it is. And it has to get a license plate. She has to get a license plate for it. Brand new one. I said, good. Because I would be putting it out there. I would like my license plate to be magical. I like my license plate to be an activated shield for my car. And then I told her, I said, okay, when you get your car, pay attention to this next part. Because I get a lot of phone calls and a lot of texts, a lot of emails about this. When you get your car, you need to bless it up and smudge it. I don't care if it's brand new. I don't care if you just drove it off the lot. You still need to smudge the car. You still need to bless it up. And you still need to put your black tourmaline in your car. You need to have a piece of black tourmaline on the dash in the front. You need to have a black tourmaline on the side door, driver and passenger, and then on the back part of the car. And I even put a piece of black tourmaline in the trunk because I'm telling you, people that have gotten altered, they're not aware. And when you're driving, they come right up on you like they're getting ready to run you over, not paying attention, getting ready to slam into the back of you. I don't have a problem going hazard light, blink, 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 to get their attention and then watch them stop and slow their car down. Why should I be the end of you hitting me, hurting me, because you too busy talking, or you in the zone, or your mind is shut off, and you driving, and you're going to run into the back of me because your mind is shut off. Come on now. So I have no problem with that, but make sure you have that black tourmaline in there, and make sure your car is smudged. So those are those things that you need to do when you get your car. Same as when you go to a house. You know, yesterday I went into a house because it's been having problems selling. It's just sitting there. I'm like, what is going on with this? And every time I drove past it, I kept hearing, I got to go into that house. I got to go into that house. I got to go into that house. And finally, the realtor allows me to go in the house. I said, I got to go in here. So as soon as I step in, I feel like I cannot breathe. Literally, I'm just like, oh, heaviness in my chest. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I struggled for breath all the time. And then I really kind of smelled the scents of the house. It smelled like a smoker. I said, this, okay, this is the reason why I can't breathe. And then I said, pets, animals. But the heaviness was heavy in my chest. And I said, the person died here in this house. The realtor said, yes. Didn't tell me what room. I just went around, walked through the kitchen, walked through an area that looks like a family room or something. Then there was the living room with the fireplace. Then there was another room off to the side, and I walked through. And then I walked into another room. As soon as I was getting closer to it, I started having more heaviness in my chest. And then I stepped into the room and I said, this is the room. And then I felt the vortex. And I said, oh my God, the portal is wide open in here. He goes, yeah. He actually didn't want to come any further. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I got it. So I went ahead and I checked where the portal was, and I felt the energy of the portal. And I just went and put my fingers straight and just dialed it down, and then set it to be closed. Dial it down, set it to be closed. And that's what I did. And close that portal up. Then I went and closed up all the mirrors. Close those mirrors down. Because mirrors are portals too. Remember this. Okay? Mirrors are portals too. So I shut down those mirrors. And once I shut those mirrors down, then I felt the difference in the house. So the house right now, I'm working with it with Spiral Light, doing a cleansing on it. And we would be able to go back and check on it in another day or so to see if the vibration of the house is moved. And the way I'll know if the vibration of the house has moved is when all of a sudden the energy is lifted, and then people are calling about the house. They want to go into the house. They want to see it. And then it'll sell. But you have to go in and check, smudge the house, clear it, close toilets down, people. Put the toilet lid down on the toilet, because all that is an open pool draining the house, energy, draining it. So if your toilet is sitting in your prosperity corner, your wealth corner, what do you think that's doing to your money? Taking it down. Taking it down. Okay? So pay attention to that. Learn about energy of a house. Learn about how feng shui really works in your house. Okay, so we got that taken care of. So then earlier that morning, I had an incident happen. And one of my clients was telling me, yeah, they were, the person was taking a shower in the morning, and then there was this loud crash in the next bathroom area, and it was a mirror of a medicine, the door of the medicine cabinet mirror came off of the medicine cabinet. Okay, off of it. So when I went and looked at it, I was just like, medicine cabinet's in the wall. Everything stayed in there, but the whole frame of the mirror came off of the medicine cabinet. And this is not a light one. This is a heavy one. And I was like, what? And then it was a double mirror. So like the mirror was on the outside, and then there was a mirror on the inside of it. So when you open it, there's a mirror here. You close your mirror. Okay, so it's a dual mirror door. And I'm like, wow. Then I looked at the back of the door. In the back of the door of the bathroom, there was another mirror. I said, oh. So traditionally, I personally do not like having a mirror on the back of a door. Okay? They are portals. And if you have that mirror on the back of a door facing another mirror like this, they create portals. I've worked in a place where there was these big, pretty, gorgeous mirrors in a massage room. One mirror was on one wall and another mirror on another wall. They were creating portal energy exchange. They were doorways in and out of that room. And there was a lot of weird things that happened in that room all the time. There was a lot of weird beings that would show up in that room, and they were using those mirrors as portals, because when you get two mirrors that face each other, that's an automatic portal door. That's all there is to that. Okay, there's space in between, but these are the activated portals. One receiving, one sending. Okay, in and out. And they're constantly doing this energy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I just remember saying, really, that those mirrors should not be facing each other like this, because that's setting this room up for a lot of weirdness in there. And there was always these big mirrors throughout the whole place. Mirrors are doorways. A lot of activities go on in the places with doorways. So if you have activity going on in your home, in your business, take a look at your mirrors. Is there a weird crack in it? Is there a weird thing? One thing I noticed when I went into the house, one of the bathroom mirrors had 3 heat dots down the center of it. And I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. Why is that like that, straight down the mirror, right in the center? And I was like, okay, something hit that. Huh. So I shut it down, shut the mirror down. And anything, like I said, if they face like this, I shut that off. Just shut it. So in that dual mirror and then the mirror on the back of the bathroom door, that's 3 mirrors interacting like a portal, concentrated one. Yeah, no wonder why that thing came off the wall. No wonder why it came off. It couldn't hold the energy anymore. It's too much. When that happens, hear me when I say this. I talked about this one time before. So, say that you get a mirror and it breaks. How do you handle that? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Some people who are not awake, that don't know about mirror and the energy of a mirror, they'll just go sweep it up like nothing and think nothing of it. I take that to heart when a mirror breaks, especially if it's in a situation where things are moving and progressing really well. I will not let anybody go touch that mirror. Don't touch it. You have to be cautious when you collect the mirror. Okay, so this, I was able to go in and assess it and look at it and say, okay, don't touch this. I'll handle it. And you're going to use things like a brown paper bag or a brown box or something to put the mirror pieces in. You yourself that's collecting it, you're not even looking in the mirror. You're not making eye contact in the mirror. You're not looking at it saying, well, you're not doing that. You're just collecting it. You're staying in a very protective prayer position with that mirror, and you're collecting it, and you put it, if you can put it face down, so that it's not recording up. And anybody's in the house, if you got to pass them with that mirror, you have them close their eyes and not look at that when you're passing through. Okay, because that's how you're stopping the mirror from being active in what it was recording. When it breaks, it means it got a lot of energy in it and it was being released. So you got to gather that up, not take it on, and cover it, and then dump it appropriately. Okay, so it was boxed up and then thrown into the trash bin. That'll be picked up later. That's how you handle that, because there is a lot of stigma about when a mirror breaks, that's 7 years bad luck. But you don't have to take that energy on. You just basically don't look at it, keep it in its form, how it broke, handle it, take sage or cedar and sprinkle it over the mirror and cover it up. When you collect all the pieces, close it down. And I said a thing over it, said, mirror that you've seen, you are now closed down to not see anymore. You are no longer the mirror. You are put to rest. Okay? You got to put the mirror to rest. So that's how you handle mirrors that break. Now, if it's a compact or something like that, and it breaks and it's cracked, close it up, put it in a brown paper bag, toss it, get rid of it. Okay? That's the same if you have a cell phone and you know how the front of it, you can actually see your reflection in it, but it's all cracked and messed up and you hanging on to it. Get it replaced as soon as you can. Stop working on a cell phone with the glass that's all broken. Try to get it replaced so that you can stop having fractured appearances of yourself. All right? So I just wanted to share that. If some of this information really is intriguing to you, let me know. I just put my 7elements.net up there. You can contact me through my email on 7elements. I will also be having more posts available through my WordPress, because things have gotten censored so much. You can't say this, you can't say that, which is another reason why I personally am not really celebrating Independence Day. Why? Why am I celebrating that? Are we really free? Ask yourself. Because to be a true independent person, you're not being censored. I can't celebrate it. When we are all free and everything is good, and we're not all living from a place of fear and fall in line and all of this controlling energy hovering over us, then that's a true celebration for Independence Day. Because we are standing in our true independence of who we are. But until then, ask yourself, look around. Are you really independent? Is this an Independence Day that we're going, yay? Because I'm sure other countries are not doing that. Even though it's not theirs to be concerned of. Just saying, people. Where are you putting that energy at? Where is that energy? Because today, it really is just a soul journey. It's a 7 energy. Just think about it. All I'm saying, think about it. All right, lovelies. I've taught you about mirrors. I taught you about putting black tourmaline in your car. I taught you all about that. Driving, please start driving with the white light all around your car, because some people are pausing out because of interference in their body. They're pausing out. They became Snow White. And because they didn't realize that the apple changed everything, they're put on sleep pause. Some people got snowed white. It's kind of funny. I was like, what's the best way I can say that? And Spirit says, say Snow White. Because it points to how that witch tricked her and had her eat that apple. And that apple was poisonous. And then she was asleep. And then it took a love of someone to wake her up from the slumber. So there's nothing like when you're being Snow White. Somebody's got to come along and give you a kiss and wake you up. Oh, we're still holding on to the new way of saying things. R.I. I'm the real intelligence. Just know that you are the real intelligence. All right. So the elixirs, if you have questions or so, you want to know more about it, please reach out and contact me. Please hit the like button, subscribe, do all the necessary things, because you got to keep the info coming out. You know that I talk in my ways. What do, and I'm contemplating, some other avenues of things. So until then, be so light, be good to yourself, enjoy your gathering day of fun, stay hydrated, please. Don't get tricked by it. This doesn't feel super hot like it did the other day. It still can whip you up. And stay hydrated. Have a good time. But just remember, we're not free yet. We're not truly independent yet. In some ways we are, in something, but not in the true way that we're supposed to be. Do you understand me now? All right. Be good to yourselves. Much love. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Much love to both of you.